Hello, good evening. I'm Masha Nigamagi with Prime TV News. We take a look at your headlines first. Tomorrow is a day of national mourning. Curfew is from 8 p.m. 8 suspects are arrested. The death toll rises to 290. Multi-religious leaders claim that at this tragic occasion, all communities and religions should be united. And in news overseas, landslide in southwestern Colombia killed 17. And now the news in detail. The government has decided to declare tomorrow a national day of mourning. A decision has also been taken to gazette only regulations related to the suppression of terrorism from 12 midnight today. A police curfew is effective from 8 p.m. today to 4 a.m. tomorrow. This decision was taken when the National Security Council met today. The National Security Council met this morning under the patronage of President Maithripala Sirisena. The government has taken a decision to gazette emergency regulations only under clauses related to the suppression of terrorism from midnight today. Its aim is to entrust power to the police and the armed forces to consolidate the security of the people and the country. The Security Council meeting discussed the complete destruction of organizations as well as about the arrested terrorists and if any forces have aided and abetted them with respect to the terrorist activities carried out yesterday. The President instructed the police and the armed forces to take the necessary future steps. The President intends to summon all foreign diplomats in Sri Lanka and clarify the present situation in the country. During this meeting, international support will be requested on behalf of Sri Lanka. Intelligence sleuths have reported that international terrorist outfits are behind the local terrorists. As such, foreign support is expected to be sought to contain them. In the meantime, the President has given instructions to prepare a streamlined program for Catholic churches and national security. The President instructed the police and the armed forces as well as the Defence Ministry to immediately take these initiatives considering the current situation prevailing in the country. The office of the police media spokesman said that the death toll in the explosions that happened in 8 locations in the island has risen to 290. The office also said that the number of injured is around 500. 24 suspects have already been taken into custody with respect to the incident. The police curfew that was imposed throughout the country last evening was lifted at 6 a.m. today. Devotees in large numbers thronged to churches yesterday, it being Easter Sunday. An explosion occurred in between the Holy Mass that was in progress at St. Anthony's Church in Kochikade in Kotahena. At the same time, another explosion was reported at St. Sebastian's Church at Katuapitiya in Negombo. The explosion happened amidst the devotees participating in the Mass. Another explosion occurred at the Zion Church in Batticaloa. In the meantime, explosions were also reported in the Kingsbury, Shangri-La and Cinnamon Grand hotels in Colombo. Many died in these explosions, while others sustained injuries. Two persons died in another explosion that was reported in the Tropical Inn Hotel opposite the Dehiwala Zoological Gardens. Those wounded in the explosion were admitted to the Kalubowila Teaching Hospital. The Zoological Gardens was temporarily closed. An explosion happened while a police search operation was carried out in a housing complex in Dematogoda. 3 police officers who were engaged in this operation died in this incident. 2 suspicious were also arrested from the location. The Ministry of Justice and Prison Reforms has requested the judicial medical officers to expedite the post-mortem investigations of the people who were killed in suicide bomb attacks yesterday. The ministry, in a statement, has called on the judicial medical officers to immediately visit the hospitals and carry out the post-mortem investigations. In a statement, the ministry said the bodies should be immediately returned to the families who lost their loved ones. Accordingly, the ministry statement said that it requests the JMOs to visit the hospitals where the bodies have been placed and conduct relevant investigations. Minister Ruwan Wijewardena has said that national security has been tightened. He said that action was being taken to lift the ban on social media. The minister called on the public to not be deceived by rumors and to extend their support to the security sectors.
Minister
Ruwan Wijewardena called on the public not to be misled by rumors and extend their support to the security sectors. They believe that extremist groups would create a rift among the people. He appealed to the public to extend their vital support to maintain peace. Perpetrators have been taken into custody and several investigations are in progress. National security has been strengthened. The social media ban is to be lifted. Meanwhile, police media spokesman SP Ruwan Gunasekara said that investigations were progressing satisfactorily. He mentioned that the suspects arrested were being further interrogated. The police media spokesman said that a police curfew was imposed countrywide last afternoon with the intention of maintaining law and order in the country and in support of the investigations. It was lifted this morning. Inquiries with respect to the explosions are being successfully carried out. Several entities are supporting the Criminal Investigations Department in conducting the inquiries. No incidents were reported last night. A peaceful situation prevailed. The police media spokesman said that security required has been put in place by the Sri Lanka police and the security forces on the instructions of the president. Some of the suspects who have been arrested have been handed over to the Criminal Investigations Department for further inquiries. He called on the people to remain calm. Meanwhile, the Air Force was able to recover explosives during a search operation carried out in the Katunayaka area last night. The explosives were stashed in a pipe and hidden on a road leading to the investment board. The Dambulla police last night apprehended 2 suspicious persons who were staying in a lodging in the Dambulla town. They were taken into custody following a tip-off received by the Dambulla OIC Sampath Wickramaratne from a private spy. During interrogation, it was found that the suspects were residents of Kagalla and Kathankudi. They have been handed over to the Colombo Terrorist Investigation Division for further grilling. 2 suspects have been arrested from the Diatalava area along with 152 T-56 bullets and 8 pistol holders. These were recovered during an operation carried out by the Sri Lanka Air Force along with the Diatalava police. The suspects were due to be produced in the Bandarawala Magistrates Court. In the meantime, the Police Special Task Force carried out a search operation of a house located in the Panadura Paratta area following information that the suspects related to the Colombo explosions yesterday had been staying in this house. The police said that they recovered material including batteries, iron balls and wires used for the production of explosives. The police also found several mobile phones and SIM cards. Fingerprints are being examined. The Panadura South Police are further conducting investigations in this respect. It is revealed that this house has been rented out 2 months ago for 1 year. Police investigations have revealed that the house has been secured at a rent of 40,000 rupees a month with a payment made for 1 year. Still on local news, multi-religious leaders claim that at this tragic occasion, all communities and religions should be united. They made this claim at a media conference held at the Archbishop's house in Colombo.
ඊයේ අපි කවුරුත් බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන්නේ නැති දෙයක් තමයි සිද්ධ වුනේ දර්ශන වලින් මම හුඟා කම්පාවටපත් වුණා.
Archbishop of Colombo, His Eminence Malcolm Cardinal Ranjit said that the incidents that happened were not expected by anyone. He was saddened over the scenes. It was mentioned that a certain group and a community was threatened. He made a special appeal from the Christian community to not touch anyone. It is unknown as to who is behind these incidents. He called on everyone to bury their dead and to again live in normality. He said that everyone should live in unity. There should be a law in the country common to everyone. It is the onus of the law to punish a person for any offence. Accordingly, the Archbishop said that it is the responsibility of the law to punish the criminals. He said he believed that this would be fulfilled. The Venerable Ittepane Dhammalankara Thera said that it was a sad situation that surfaced in the country yesterday. Such a situation has not surfaced in recent times. They always valued religious amity. They did not have any religious rifts. The incident had hurt everyone. He said that they arrived at the Archbishop's house to express their support and cooperation. The Venerable Kotapiti Rahula Thera said that there are no serious religious clashes in the country. Everyone lives in unity. It has been found that some are committing these unfortunate incidents to achieve their narrow ends. He appealed to all religious leaders to rebuild their friendship and a cultural identity unique to Sri Lanka. The Venerable Banagalupati Sathera said that the entire world has focused its attention on Sri Lanka over this unfortunate incident that happened yesterday. He said he is happy that all religions are living in unity in the country. Kurukkal Darshaka Sharma said that on behalf of the Muslim community, they expressed their deep condolences to the families of the demised and pray for speedy recovery of all injured. He said that the Muslim community vehemently condemned this act of terrorism. It is reported that there are 25 bodies of unidentified foreigners at the police mortuary. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs have uncovered information on certain foreigners who had died in bomb explosions in the Colombo, Negombo and Batticaloa areas. Information on 11 foreigners who had died has been reported from the Colombo National Hospital. Among them were 3 Indians, a Portuguese, 2 Turkish nationals, 3 Britons and 2 Americans. The Foreign Affairs Ministry said that another 3 foreigners are missing. 19 foreigners suffered injuries and have been admitted to the Colombo National Hospital. A Briton who received treatment from the National Hospital said that his wife, daughter and son had died in this attack. Directors of the Negombo and Batticaloa hospitals said that not a single injured foreigner has been admitted to their hospitals. They also said that not a single body of a foreigner is placed in their mortuaries. Contact number 0094 112323 is operative round the clock to get information on foreigners who had been subject to attacks. Chairman of the Sri Lanka Tourism Promotion Bureau, Kishu Gomez, expressing views on how the attacks impact the tourism sector, said that they took action to look into the situations faced by the foreigners. Unfortunately, the number of dead had increased from 32 to 39 last night. 28 foreigners are receiving treatment in government and private hospitals. He said that the Tourism Authority will be appointing a team to work in collaboration with a team appointed by the Foreign Affairs Ministry to look into their needs along with the foreign embassies. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi engaged in a special telephone conversation with President Maithripala Sirisena this afternoon. Indian Prime Minister intimated to the President that he wished to express deepest sympathies personally and also on behalf of the Indian government with respect to the unfortunate incident Sri Lanka had to face. The Indian Prime Minister said that he is ready at any time to extend support needed to suppress terrorism. He further said that at this difficult instance, he, the Indian government and the people will join hands with the Sri Lankan brethren. The President's media division announced that the Indian Prime Minister informed that the close relations between the two countries would remain strong in the future. The 3 police officers who were killed during a raid in Demotogoda yesterday have been posthumously promoted. Sub-Inspector W.M. Rohana Bandara has been posthumously promoted as an inspector. Police constables Bhathiya Ratnayaka Bandara and Lahiru Umesh Dulanjana have been promoted to the ranks of sergeants. All these 3 officers had been serving in the Colombo Crimes Division. Former President Chandrika Bandaranaike Kumaratunga has expressed her deep concern over the explosions reported yesterday at several places, including churches. In a statement, she said that it is clear that this was a well-organized operation to create chaos in a country that is painfully returning to peace and economic recovery. She said that the guilty must be sought out and punished without delay, irrespective of their status. She called upon all her brothers and sisters not to be provoked by these events, however difficult and painful it may prove, and to maintain the unity, brotherhood and peace they have built for each other, irrespective of all differences during the past few years. She said they must resolve to reject violence and extremism in all its forms and adopt the weapon of understanding, reconciliation and love. It is one that is not in the armory of the extremist and hence cannot be defeated by him. And that was a look at the news for tonight. Log into itnnews.lk for the very latest at home and overseas. I'm Ashani Gamagli signing out. Good night.